Picture yourself standing at the edge of a trail, looking out over a path. You've carved a path, glowing with victories, joy, and purpose. What if that journey started with just one small step you take today? Hey, it's awesome to connect with you right now because you're here, which means you're ready to pave a life you're proud of. Think of every day as a brick you lay to build your future's foundation. A weak brick and the whole structure could crumble. A solid one and you're crafting a masterpiece. So what brick are you laying today? I want you to ask yourself, if you keep going like this, where will you be in a year? And what if you improved by just 1% every single day? Where would you be then? Success doesn't come from flashy leaps or viral moments on social media. It's built from small daily habits, the choices you make over and over. Failure isn't one big screw-up. It's ignoring those tiny chances to grow. In 2025, with notifications, social media, and endless noise pulling you off track, these habits are your forge shaping your future with the fire of grit. I know you've got big dreams, but let me be straight. Dreams don't just happen because you wish for them. They come true when you lay those bricks day after day with focus and passion. Today, I'm sharing 12 small habits you can start right now to build a life you love. These aren't just ideas, they're practical tools to hammer out your masterpiece one day at a time, no matter where you're starting. Ready to hit the trail. Stick with me because this is where you start transforming your life. Habit 1, reading. Ever feel like your mind's running on empty, stuck in a rut with no fresh ideas to push you forward? Days when you scroll social media for hours, but your brain feels like it's starving. That's the pain of a mind craving fuel, like a car sputtering without gas. Let me tell you, reading is the fuel that powers your brain. It's not just a hobby, it's the key to unlocking wisdom, ideas, and opportunities. In 2025, when everything's changing at lightning speed, reading keeps you sharp and ready for whatever's next. Think about it. Ever met someone who always seems to have the answers navigating challenges like a pro? They're not smarter than you, they just keep fueling their mind with great books. Reading doesn't just teach you faster, it changes how you see the world, solve problems, and seize opportunities. So how do you start today? Spend 10 minutes reading 10 pages of a book that stretches you, a biography, self-help, or business strategy, anything that makes you think bigger. Tomorrow, jot down one idea from the book and figure out how to use it at work or home. This week, join an online book club like on Goodreads to share and learn from others. These small steps will ignite your mind. I knew a teacher, Emily, from Chicago. She felt stuck, uninspired. Then she started reading 10 pages of education books, daily applied new teaching tricks, and joined a book discussion group online. Within a year, she was promoted to principal. That's the power of reading. So what book will spark your mind today? What idea can you put to work? Start now, because when you fuel your brain, you don't just open doors, you create whole new worlds. Habit 2, journaling. Ever feel like your head's a cluttered attic stuffed with swirling thoughts, worries, and ideas, making it impossible to focus? Days when you wake up with a million things to do, but just want to crawl back into bed because it's all too much. That's the pain of a chaotic mind, like driving through a storm with no visibility. Let me tell you, journaling is how you clear out that attic. It's not just writing stuff down, it's the tool to organize your thoughts. Find clarity and take control in the middle of life's mess. Think about it. Ever felt lighter after tidying up a messy room? Journaling does that for your mind. When you write down your thoughts, worries, or dreams, they stop bouncing around in your head. They're right there, clear as day, ready for you to tackle. In 2025, with work stress, phone pings, and endless noise draining, journaling is how you find your calm. So how do you start today? Grab a notebook and spend 5 minutes writing about your day, a goal, or something bugging you. Just let the pen flow, no need for perfection. Tomorrow, write down one problem you're facing and a small solution, like I'll talk to my boss for clarity. This week, flip through your entries to spot patterns and see how you've grown. These steps will make your mind crystal clear. I knew a salesman, Mike, from Atlanta. He was stressed out, his thoughts a jumbled mess from sales quotas. Then he started journaling 5 minutes every night, noting wins and fixes. He tracked his progress weekly. 6 months later, he doubled his sales and got promoted to team lead. That's the power of journaling. So what's cluttering your mind today? How can journaling clear it out? Start now, because when you organize your thoughts, you don't just find clarity, you pave the way to success. Hold up for a second. Feel that power. You can clear your mind starting tonight. Don't let those jumbled thoughts drag you down another minute. Grab a notebook, write for 5 minutes about your day or a challenge. You'll feel your mind lighten up like a freshly tidied room. And if you're ready to keep forging your future, join us at ForgeFire. Hit that subscribe button now. Every week we drop practical tips and stories to fuel your masterpiece. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single step on your journey. Ready? Get that notebook and start journaling today. Your future's waiting. Habit 3, goal setting. Ever feel like you're drifting and wasting time on distractions with no clue where you're headed? Days when you scroll through apps, answer texts, and end up wondering, what did I even do today? That's the pain of living without direction, like a ship lost at sea, no lighthouse in sight. Let me tell you, goal setting is your lighthouse. It's not just jotting down wishes, it's how you chart every step to what matters, cutting through life's fog to reach your dreams. Think about it. Ever met someone who seems to know exactly where they're going? They don't have a crystal ball, they've got a lighthouse, and that's clear goals. Setting goals stops you from spinning your wheels on pointless stuff. Every action, every choice becomes a step toward your vision. In 2025, when notifications and work stress can throw you off, goal setting keeps you on course. So how do you start today? Set one specific goal for your day, like finish that work report or hit the gym for 20 minutes. Write it in your phone or on a sticky note. Tomorrow, break a big goal like a promotion or learning a skill into 3 small steps, like read an industry article or sign up for a course. This week, write a 30-day goal plan and stick it on your desk to stay focused. These steps keep you sailing straight. I knew a college junior, Sarah, from Seattle. She felt lost just coasting through classes and TikTok. Then she changed. Every morning, she set a study goal like read 30 minutes before breakfast. She broke her scholarship goal into steps like practicing English and writing essays. She mapped out a 30-day plan, taped it to her desk. 3 months later, she aced her exams and won a full-ride scholarship. That's the power of goal setting. So what goal will you set today? What small step will get you closer to your dreams? Start now, because with a lighthouse, you don't just drift, you sail to your destination. Habit 4, exercise. Ever feel like your body's a rusty old car, sluggish and low on energy, barely getting through the day? Mornings when you drag yourself out of bed, or evenings when you crash on the couch after staring at screens all day. That's the pain of a body running on fumes, like a machine that's out of fuel. Let me tell you, exercise is the fuel that revs up your body and mind. It's not just about staying fit, it's how you fire up your energy, focus, and grit to tackle any challenge. Think about it. Ever met someone who's always buzzing with life, like they've got endless fuel? They don't have a secret. They just keep their body moving every day. Exercise doesn't just make you stronger. It sharpens your mind, lifts your mood, and builds resilience. In 2025, when we're glued to desks and devices, exercise is how you break that cycle. So how do you start today? Take a 20-minute walk around your neighborhood or do some light stretching at home. Just get moving. Tomorrow, try a 10-minute workout video on YouTube, like yoga or cardio, to feel the difference. This week, schedule 5 20-minute workouts in your calendar, like a commitment to yourself. These steps will get your engine roaring. I knew a dad, Carlos, from Miami. He was wiped out, sluggish from sitting at his office job, no energy for his kids. Then he changed. Every day he walked 20 minutes after work, just around the park. He started following short workout videos, then scheduled 5 sessions a week. 3 months later, Carlos was full of energy and ran his first 5K. He said it felt like he'd found himself again. That's the power of exercise. So how will you move your body today? What energy do you want to unleash? Start now, because when you fuel your body, you don't just get strong, you're ready to conquer anything. Habit 5, gratitude. Ever feel like life's lost its shine, like you're stuck dwelling on what's missing: money, time, success? Moments when you scroll Instagram, see others thriving, and think, why not me? That's the pain of living in scarcity, like the light in your heart's been dimmed by comparison. Let me tell you, gratitude is the spark that lights up your life again. It's not just feeling thankful, it's the power to shift your mindset from not enough to more than enough, turning gray days into vibrant ones. Think about it. Ever met someone who's always glowing even when life's not perfect? They don't have everything, they just live like they do because they're grateful for what's around them. Gratitude is like putting on a new pair of glasses, letting you see the good you'd normally miss. In 2025, when social media makes comparison a trap, gratitude is how you rediscover joy. So how do you start today? Grab a piece of paper and write down 3 things you're grateful for: a good meal, a friend's call, or just the sunrise. Read them aloud. Let the warmth sink in. Tomorrow, send a text or call to thank someone like your mom for her support or a coworker for their help. This week, start a 3-minute gratitude habit. Every morning, sit quietly, close your eyes, and list what makes you smile. These steps will brighten your world. I knew a nurse, Olivia, from Denver. She was burned out, feeling her work was thankless. Then she changed. Every morning, she wrote 3 gratitudes, like a patient's smile or a teammate's kindness. She started texting thanks to colleagues, spreading positivity. Within a month, she found joy in her job and got picked to lead her shift. That's the power of gratitude. So what are you grateful for today? Who can you thank to light up their day? Start now, because when you spark gratitude, you don't just brighten your life, you light up everyone around you. Take a second to feel this. You can light up your life right now. Don't let another day slip by in the shadows of not enough. Today, jot down 3 things you're thankful for: a meal, a smile, or a new day. You'll feel your heart glow like it's found the sun. And if you want to keep forging your masterpiece, join us at ForgeFire. Hit that subscribe button now. Every week, we bring you practical tools and stories to keep your passion burning bright. Subscribe and turn on notifications to catch every step of your journey. Ready? Grab a pen and start your gratitude list today. Your life's about to shine. Habit 6. Rest. Ever feel like your battery's dead, like you're sprinting on empty with no juice left to keep going? Days when you're grinding nonstop, answering emails late, only to wake up drained with no spark for creativity or joy. That's the pain of burning out like a phone that won't turn on no matter how hard you try. Let me tell you, rest is how you recharge your body and mind. It's not laziness, it's the secret to coming back stronger, sharper, and ready for anything. Think about it. Ever met someone who's always fresh, like they've got an endless charge? They don't have a trick, they just know when to plug in. Rest doesn't just recover you, it unlocks creativity, letting your best ideas flow. In 2025, when we're always on, swamped by work and notifications, rest is how you keep from frying. So how do you start today? Take a 10-minute break to unplug. Turn off your phone, sit still, or take a short walk with no agenda. Tomorrow, hit the sack 30 minutes earlier, ditching screens before bed to let your mind unwind. This week, try a 5-minute relaxation podcast or meditation daily, using an app like Calm or Headspace. These steps will recharge you. I knew a project manager, Ethan, from San Diego. He worked late, always exhausted, his ideas drying up. Then he changed. Every day, he took a 10-minute break to breathe deeply. He started going to bed earlier, no screens. He used a meditation app for 5 minutes each morning. 2 months later, Ethan was bursting with energy and pitched a game-changing idea that landed a huge deal. He said rest was like hitting reset. That's the power of rest. So how will you recharge today? What's draining your battery? Start now, because when you plug in, you don't just keep going, you soar higher than ever. Habit 7. Giving. Ever feel isolated? Like your hard work doesn't make a ripple in the world. Days when you grind, scroll social media, and wonder what's the point if no one notices. That's the pain of feeling disconnected, like a plant wilting without water. Let me tell you, giving is the stream that brings life back to you and those around you. It's not just handing out money or stuff, it's sharing your time, care, and kindness to create a flow of connection and meaning. Think about it. Ever met someone who lights up every room like they carry a positive vibe? They don't need to be rich, they just give, and it fills their life with purpose. Giving is like planting seeds. The more you sow, the more grows for you and your community. In 2025, when tech like remote work and social media can leave us lonely, giving is how you break through. So how do you start? Today, take a minute to do something kind. Compliment a coworker, help someone with a small task like grabbing them a coffee. Tomorrow, spend 30 minutes volunteering, maybe online for a charity or helping a neighbor. This week, share a skill or experience like teaching a friend a recipe or showing a teammate a work hack. These steps open the stream. I knew a retiree, Margaret, from Boise. She felt invisible, like her life had no purpose after retiring. Then she changed. Every day she gave kind words to her local grocer. She volunteered at a kids' shelter reading stories. She taught neighbors how to bake. Within months, she found joy and started a charity baking group for kids in need. Folks called her Boise's sunshine. That's the power of giving. So what can you give today to plant a seed? Who needs your help? Start now, because when you start the stream of giving, you don't just enrich your life, you make the whole world better. Habit 8, listening. Ever feel like your relationships are fraying, like you're talking but no one gets you, or you're hearing but not really connecting? Moments when you're chatting but zoned out, waiting for your turn to speak, leading to arguments or distance. That's the pain of being disconnected, like standing on opposite riverbanks with no bridge. Let me tell you, listening is the bridge that links you to others. It's not just hearing words, it's the key to understanding, building trust, and unlocking wisdom from the people around you. Think about it. Ever met someone who makes you want to spill your heart out just because they really listen? They don't have magic, they just pause, focus, and hear with their whole heart. Listening doesn't just deepen bonds, it makes you wiser by letting you learn from others' experiences and emotions. In 2025, when earbuds, texts, and screens pull us away, listening is how you rebuild those bridges. So how do you start today? Give someone, friend, coworker, your full attention without interrupting, noticing their tone and feelings. Tomorrow, ask a follow-up question to dig deeper, like how'd that make you feel, to show you care. This week, practice active listening in 3 conversations. After each, jot down one thing you learned in your phone's notes app. These steps open the door to understanding. I knew a barista, Ryan, from Portland. He kept clashing with customers, missing their orders, feeling like he was on another planet. Then he changed. Every day he listened closely to customers, not just their orders, but their moods. He asked anything special to make your coffee perfect and noted tips from coworkers. A few months later, Ryan was the go-to guy and got promoted to manager. Customers called him the coffee buddy. That's the power of listening. So who will you listen to today to really understand? What can you learn from them? Start now, because when you build the bridge of listening, you don't just connect, you unlock a treasure chest of wisdom and bonds. Pause for a moment, feel that connection. You can build a bridge to someone today. Don't let another conversation pass without truly understanding. Today, listen to a friend or a coworker with your full focus, like they're the only one who matters. You'll see your relationships deepen like never before. And if you're ready to keep forging your path, join us at ForgeFire. Hit that subscribe button now. Every week, we deliver practical hacks and stories to craft your masterpiece. Subscribe and turn on notifications to stay on track. Ready, start. Listening fully today, your journey's taking off. Habit 9, patience. Ever feel like you're slamming into a wall, frustrated because things are moving too slow, tempting you to quit? Moments when you pour in effort but see no results, like your hourglass is stuck. That's the pain of impatience, like digging up a seed before it can sprout. Let me tell you, patience is the hourglass of success. It's not sitting around waiting, it's the strength to keep planting seeds. Trusting each small step today will grow into big wins tomorrow. Think about it. Ever met someone who achieved something huge, like they knew it'd all work out? They didn't have a shortcut. They had patience, knowing good things take time. Patience gets you through rough days, keeping you on track even when the finish line's out of sight. In 2025, when social media and apps promise instant wins, patience is how you stay grounded. So how do you build it today when you feel antsy? Tell yourself, progress takes time, and focus on one small task, like finishing a work email. Tomorrow, write down one small win, like I learned a new trick today, to see you're moving forward. This week, check your progress on a 30-day goal, like learning a skill or exercising, to realize how far you've come. These steps keep your hourglass flowing. I knew a writer, Lauren, from Austin. She was discouraged. Her blog posts ignored, feeling like she was wasting time. Then she changed. Every day when she wanted to quit, she told herself one more post. She tracked small wins like sent a pitch today. She reviewed her 30-day writing goal. A year later, Lauren published her first book and won a Young Author Award. She said patience turned her dream into reality. That's the power of patience. So where can you be patient today? What small win can you celebrate? Start now, because when you let the hourglass run, you don't just wait, you build epic victories. Habit 10, spending time with the right people. Ever feel dragged down, like the people around you make you doubt yourself, keeping you stuck in a cloud of negativity? Times when you're in group chats full of gripes or hear friends say you can't do that, sapping your drive. That's the pain of the wrong crowd, like climbing a mountain with a backpack full of rocks. Let me tell you, spending time with the right people is the elevator that lifts you up. It's not just picking friends, it's building a circle of folks who inspire challenge and push you to soar. Think about it. Ever been around people who make you want to be your best self? They don't need fame or wealth, they've got positivity, big dreams, and a willingness to share. The people you hang with shape your thoughts, actions, and ambitions. In 2025, when social media and virtual buddies can lead you astray, choosing the right crowd is how you stay on track. So how do you start today? Text or call someone upbeat, a coworker with shared goals, or a friend who cheers you on to grab coffee or chat. Tomorrow, join an online group or event like on Meetup or LinkedIn where like-minded folks gather. This week, cut back time with one negative influence, like leaving a toxic group chat, and spend it with people who lift you up. These steps get you in the elevator. I knew a startup founder, Noah, from Boston. He was stuck with friends who said getting rich is impossible, making him doubt his business idea. Then he changed. Every week, he messaged another entrepreneur, swapping ideas. He joined a LinkedIn startup group, learning from pros. He skipped gripe fests for uplifting meetups. 6 months later, Noah launched his company and scored funding from a contact in the group. He said the right people change the game. That's the power of the right crowd. So who will you connect with today to grow? How can you step into their elevator? Start now, because with the right people, you don't just move up, you fly to new heights. Habit 11, mindfulness. Ever feel like your mind's caught in a tornado, swirled by stress, worries, and phone notifications, leaving you spinning? Days when you try to work, but your head's stuck in the past or freaking out about the future, unable to focus. That's the pain of a chaotic mind, like a boat rocking in a storm nowhere near shore. Let me tell you, mindfulness is your safe harbor. It's not about meditating for hours, it's anchoring your mind in the now, calming the storm to find clarity and strength. Think about it. Ever met someone who's calm as a rock, steady no matter what's going on? They don't have superpowers, they just live in the moment. Mindfulness tames your mind, cuts stress, and sharpens your focus on what matters. In 2025, with phones buzzing and social media yanking your attention, mindfulness is how you find balance. So how do you start today? Take 5 minutes to breathe deeply, sit still. Focus on each breath, letting thoughts float by like clouds. Tomorrow, try a 3-minute guided meditation on YouTube, like a body scan, feeling each part from head to toe. This week, use a meditation app like Headspace or Calm for 5 minutes daily to anchor in the present. These steps clear your mind. I knew a lawyer, Ava, from New York. She was a wreck, her mind a storm from case deadlines, barely sleeping. Then she changed. Every morning she did 5 minutes of deep breathing before work. She tried YouTube meditations, staying present. She used Headspace daily. A month later, Ava slept better and handled a tough case with killer calm, winning big. She said mindfulness saved her from the storm. That's the power of mindfulness. So how will you anchor your mind today? What's stirring up your storm? Start now, because when you find your harbor, you don't just ride out the storm, you steer your ship with power. Habit 12, planning. Ever feel like you're lost in a maze, working hard but getting nowhere, like your efforts are just a jumbled mess? Days when you jump from task to task, answering texts, scrolling social media, then realize you didn't do anything that matters. That's the pain of being disorganized, like driving without a map, stuck in dead ends. Let me tell you, planning is the map that guides you out of the maze. It's not just making to-do lists, it's how you align every action to hit your goals. No detours. Think about it. Ever met someone who always seems on track, like they know their next move? They're not smarter, they've got a map, and that's a clear plan. Planning slashes time wasters zeroing in on what counts. In 2x25, when phone alerts and social media scatter your focus, planning is how you take the wheel. So how do you start to today spend 5 minutes planning your day list, your top 3 must-do tasks, like finish a work project or hit the gym? Put them in your phone or on a sticky note. Tomorrow before bed, review today's plan and list 3 tasks for tomorrow. This week, make a weekly schedule using Google Calendar or a planner, blocking time for big priorities like studying or meeting clients. These steps keep you on course. I knew a freelancer, Lucas, from Denver. He was swamped taking on too many gigs, missing deadlines, feeling lost. Then he changed. Every morning, he listed his top 3 tasks. He checked and tweaked his plan each night. He built a weekly schedule prioritizing design and client calls. 3 months later, Lucas doubled his clients, nailing every deadline. He said planning was his roadmap to success. That's the power of planning. So, what are your top 3 tasks today? How can planning save you time? Start now, because with a map, you don't just escape the maze, you conquer every destination. You've just walked through 12 small habits, from reading, journaling, goal setting, to mindfulness, patience, and planting the bricks to build your life's masterpiece. Take a second to feel this. Every day you get to lay a new brick stronger, brighter. Success isn't one giant leap, it's thousands of small steps, each choice stacking up. Failure isn't a big flub, it's when you stop laying those bricks. You've heard the stories. Emily, Mike, Sarah, and more, they're not superheroes. They just chose to act to improve daily and turn their lives into works of art. So what's your choice? Today I challenge you to do one simple, powerful thing. Pick one habit, just one, and commit to it for the next 30 days. Maybe it's reading 10 pages, writing 3 gratitudes, or planning your day in 5 minutes. Write it down, stick it on your desk, track your progress, and tell a friend to keep you accountable. Don't wait for the perfect moment, there's no such thing. Your first brick goes down now. What do you think a month from now, when you see how far you've come, you'll be glad you started today? Want more tools to keep forging your path? Join us at ForgeFire. Subscribe for weekly sparks to fuel your journey. Picture a year from now standing on your own path, confident, focused, alive with passion. That's not a fantasy, it's the result of the bricks you lay day by day with fire in your heart. You're the architect of your life. So what brick will you lay today to build your masterpiece? Act now, because your future's waiting, and it starts right this moment.